Hi, I'm Erik with Colonial Saw. Today I'm with Darren from Connecticut Saw and Tool. Darren, we're standing in front of not your first P20 CNC. Can you tell us a little bit why you like UTMA and specifically the P20 CNC?
The unintended operation. You don't have to be standing in front of the machine to get productivity. So we run this all day. Start out in the morning, guys set it up. They go to their other machines, do what they got to do. Around 4 or 5 o'clock, typically, a set is done. Then we'll set up another one and run it all night long. You come in the morning, have another finished part.
So this machine runs 2 shifts a day?
2 shifts a day.
18 hours a day. Is that every day, or how many days a week are you running?
We run it 6 days a week.
6 days?
Yep.
This thing's a workhorse.
It is.
For someone considering a CNC profile grinder, why go UTMA?
Well, UTMA is a great machine. Like I said, this is our 3rd one. It's a simple operation to go from a CAD to the control to a finished product. It's very simple. There's not a big learning curve. You set it up, maybe 1 day of training, and you're up to the races.
Only 1 day?
1 day, that's it.
Wow. UTMA's P20 CNC allows you to take a CAD file, a DWG or a DXF, and bring it to the machine to actually grind those profiles. What can you tell us about that process for you guys here at Connecticut Saw?
It was pretty seamless. So what we do is we work for the woodworking industry, so I'll draw, like this is a tongue and groove profile. Yep. I draw this to cut this. We can take this to a manual machine, but we can also take the same file, load it into the software, crop it for the size of the material, and run the tool path, and you're grinding. A couple of simple setup operations, and you're off to the races.
You say simple setup. You have a bunch of equipment. You guys are a pretty serious player here in the Northeast. When you compare it to other grinding options, how is it simple? How is it easier to work with? Can you give us an example?
Sure. The software is very intuitive. There's not a lot of special parameters that you have to put into the machine, not a lot of measurement that you have to do in order to get the machine set up. Okay. So you take this, you bring it in, a couple caliper measurements, a couple height gauge measurements, and a diameter, and hit the start button.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes it easy.
It's really that simple.
What do you really like using the P20 for when it comes to profile grinding?
An example I used earlier, we can grind this on a manual machine, but if you try to grind this in carbide on a manual machine, the wheel wear is just excessive. On this machine, you can set it up for passes where it takes 5-6 thousandths each pass, and the attended operation will allow it to run, do its passes, and save the wheel wear tremendously. The wheels are super expensive, and if you tried to plunge grind that carbide manually or on a CNC, you'd waste the wheel. This machine is set up to do the passes, and it just comes out beautiful, and it saves a lot of time and money.
How much work do you guys see at the high-speed steel with the inlaid carbide knives?
Carbide knives are exploding. We have so many customers ordering carbide, and the finish that you get on this machine is like a mirror, much better than you can get manually. And when our customers get the carbide inlay or backpack carbide knives from us, they just love them.
Wow.
Yeah, they work really well.
What can you talk about or share with those watching or considering an UTMA about maintenance and upkeep?
Very simple. You wash down the machine with your little hose it comes with, keeping the ways clear of all the carbide dust. And that's pretty much it. Fill the oiler in the back, wash the machine. That's it.
Close to zero.
It is. It really is. Yeah.
Minimal at least.
Yep.
So David, as the primary operator of the P20 CNC, if someone has a manual profile grinder or multiple manual profile grinders, why should they go and take the leap and make the investment in a CNC version?
Well, the easiest answer would be productivity. You could have this running while somebody else is also running a manual machine.
Okay.
Right out of the gate, you're doubling your performance. For an operation such as we have carbide knives and steel knives. We relegate the steel knives, which are quick operations, to the manuals. And then the carbide, which tends to run longer anyway, we just let it run and we get everything else done while this thing. So
keep the easy stuff on the manual and let the machine do the hard work.
Yep, absolutely.
So for someone considering going from the manual machine to the CNC, what requirements is that? Is that a big leap or is that hard to do?
No, it's a very simple step, actually. The only real difference between the manual and the CNC is needing to use a height gauge in order to set the initial angles. And it's very simple. Yeah, if you can navigate a couple of screens, it's basically only 3 screens you ever need to deal with, and the height gauge, that's it.
That's why everybody wants a CNC.
Yeah.